All right, folks, we got the documents here in my hand in the red folder. The Federal Reserve buyback of our XRP, the complete proposal. Just want to say thank you for joining me here today. You might hear the sound of raindrops on the roof of my truck. I apologize for that, but maybe it'll help soothe over everyone who gets all riled up and in their feelings every time we talk about this buyback theory. Now, once again, the real ones understand where I'm coming from as an American, as an XRP holder. I am not a lawyer, and I am not here to be a financial advisor. So I'm not here for legal, tax, financial advice in any sort of way, please. And, you know, this document, although it is relatively simple, is still kind of hard to understand. Some of the legal jargon makes it a little confusing. So I'm just some regular guy. I'm driving my Ford F-250 here in America. I got my tool bags in the back, and you guys know where I come from. And in this video, I wanted to talk about the two main reasons why the buyback is important. And then I want to add a couple additional key points that makes it interesting. So the two main key reasons why this buyback proposal is important is because it's an acknowledgement that the United States corporation is a bankrupt entity and the Federal Reserve is unconstitutional. So obviously, there's no line in the proposal that the Federal Reserve is unconstitutional, but the fact that in this updated terms sheet, this updated proposal, they're sending it to the Treasury Department is critical, very, very critical. And then the acknowledgement and directly calling it the USA Corporation is also a critical part of this proposal, because that's a big part of why this whole country, why we've lost it, why our interests have been sold out to other entities that are not American, that are not in the interest of the common man or woman here. It's a big part of that, is that the DC Corporation took this thing over and we've basically been undermined. So that's the key acknowledgement, is that the first point here is that we are dealing with a United States corporation that is a bankrupt entity and that the Federal Reserve is unconstitutional. That's where we begin our negotiations at. Before we get to XRP price being 50,000, or, you know, now we got a 10x it because of market conditions and how much the Fed has printed. We'll get to that later. But people are so caught up on the price that they miss the key points here. In this proposal, we're directly acknowledging the USA Corporation being bankrupt, which is why the whole reason why they would even come to the table. You talk about, you know, why wouldn't they just buy our XRP off of the secondary markets right now for 40, 50 cents or whatever? There's not enough XRP available, guys. Don't you get it? Ripple's only giving XRP to on-demand liquidity partners. There's not just 10 billion XRP floating in the secondary market ready for sale. Now, if the price does pump to $10, 90% of XRP holders are going to dump their XRP. That's a whole different situation. And I'm not counting that out as a way for the banksters, the market makers, magicians, and basically any entities of interest of XRP. I'm not denying that that's not how they're going to shake out some holders. I definitely think that that's in the cards. You know, a quick pump to $10 is going to get rid of a lot of people, a lot of XRP holders. But the second main point on why the buyback proposal is so important is the fact that XRP holders have a right to seek damages against the SEC and other entities related to the United States Corporation, the USA Corporation. And so it's not only an acknowledgement of the wrongdoing for XRP holders done by the SEC, but the United States Corporation as a whole. And that's what brings me to my key points about this buyback proposal. They have now included the Treasury, so I already mentioned that. That's very important. And then the buyback is optional. So a lot of people are confused. Well, I'm not going to sell back my XRP. If the buyback's for 50, obviously it's worth way more than that. Okay, fine. It's optional, guys. You don't have to give up your XRP. This isn't a confiscation of XRP from the holders. It's a proposal. It's a deal. And if you want to participate, it's optional. Key point there. There's the first one. They've included the Treasury. The buyback is optional. And it's much more than a price discussion. We're also talking about debt and tax forgiveness for token holders that participate in the buyback. And then we would still receive XRP airdrops, which is a key part about this agreement is you know, we have all of these airdrops that have come onto the XRP ledger. A lot of them are, you know, scams and BS, and they're just taking advantage of open source technology that is XRP. And a lot of those projects actually are sucking people's precious XRP out of their hands because they're telling you some story, you know, and I'm not going to name any names, but you guys see what's currently shaken in the XRP ledger community. So there's many people that want to get at our XRP. But this includes debt and tax forgiveness, and we would still have the right to receive airdrops for XRP holders. So you're not just giving up your XRP to receive, 50,000 worth of the CBDC or whatever the deal may be. You're also going to get potentially debt and tax forgiveness, and you still would receive XRP airdrops. Now, the other thing that a lot of people are asking about, well, what does this mean? There's XRP holders outside of the country. Yes, obviously. What you will be able to do is you'll be able to work with lawyers in your country, in your region, and use this as a precedent, acknowledging that the central bank of your country is also most likely bankrupt, has also most likely been stealing the wealth of your country, of your people. And this is what the whole fight's about, guys. I'm just some regular Joe Blow here. I'm an American rolling around in my Ford F-250 trying to survive here and take care of my family. Coming across this document, this proposal by people that are much more smarter than me, I'm not going to pull up and scoff it off. I'm not going to get turned off by talks of 50,000 XRP. I mean, the way that they're valuing this is much more complex than that. And, I'm really looking forward to those discussions on the price, on the actual price, because that's obviously the biggest hiccup for everyone. That's getting everyone offended, right? But I wanted to take a moment here to go through and all of the questions and concerns that have been piling in. This video has been going viral that I posted yesterday. And that was, the intention was to get people aware of this. And I want to continue to provide clarity for this topic, because I think that it's a great precedent. It's a great legal standing that we'll have. We can take this document and we can say, here's what these guys are using the XRP ledger for. Here's what they think the value could potentially be. And we understand that you as a United States corporation are bankrupt, are unconstitutional, using entities like the Federal Reserve to undermine our country and to harm our people. And the SEC has also been a major part of that. And I should pull up the exact term. I forget what they call it, but it's an uncertainty period or something like that they call it in the proposal, where basically people, holders of XRP that sold off their XRP after the SEC lawsuit was announced, would have claims and would potentially be able to get paid back and covered for those damages because of that uncertainty period. So, I'm gonna have to look into it further and see what the term exactly was. But what it is basically is people who sold off their XRP after the lawsuit announced by the SEC would be able to come back and seek some damages and get paid back. They would actually get paid back some of this. Now, I understand where a lot of people are coming from and just thinking that this is hopes and dreams and what are you smoking, bro? I get where you're coming from with that. And I would be guilty of being a hype or clickbait, or like this would just be something to talk about. But on the back end, I just, launched my third installment of my business development program. Every single day, we're bringing current events, cryptocurrency, tying it all together for you guys, helping you guys understand how to prepare and take full advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. And we're not just sitting back and hoping and praying that the Fed is going to buy back our XRP for 50,000. No, we go figure out how to generate. I'm not waiting for the Fed to buy it back, baby. We're going to make it this month, and you can do the same thing in your business. So I get where people come from. I get that they're getting offended, but I would just encourage everyone. In conclusion, I just want to say, pull up, have the conversation. I want to hear out your concerns as an XRP holder. I want to hear out your concerns as an American. I want to hear what you think you're going to be able to do within your country as well, because wherever you're tuning in across this planet, most likely the central bankers operating within your country have done the same thing to undermine your people as well. That's what this is about. It's so much more than, we're going to get the 50,000 per XRP and I'm looking at my yachts back here in the marina, right? That's not what this is about, guys. We run real businesses. We're taking real actions. We've done our essentials and our prepping. And this, for me is fun to have the conversation. But as an American, we're fighting against evil to save our country. We're fighting against literally a corporation ran by private entities that do not have the best interests of me or you as their agenda. So that's what we're up against. That's why the buyback is important. I appreciate all of you guys so much for joining me in this session again. We will be going live tonight at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. I appreciate all of you guys so much. On the way out, let's do me a favor and smash that thumbs up for me. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you all.